Hey everybody, it's Disc Viking, and I'm just kind of heading down the road today, getting some running around done. I already went out and got my practice round in. Pretty good. I mean, I was in my head a little bit, so I went ahead and just worked on some putting, and then went out in a big open field and just threw and threw and threw and threw until I got all that stuff out of my head. Tell you what, sometimes that is the best thing you can do. Just get out there and just throw. Just don't try to hit anything. Aim in a general direction and just throw that sucker. Fling it as hard as you can, because one of the things that I figured out is that I've just been in too much in my head when I'm in tight spots. I know how to throw the disc. I just need to throw it, and I need to throw it with power. Trust what I've learned. And that's the biggest thing you can do, is trust what you've learned. You know, when you get in a tight spot, rear back and fling that thing. If you whack a tree, you whack a tree, big deal. You know, you go up a stroke. Ran into one of the guys that I was carded with that first tournament. And he was very kind and hung out and talked for a little bit while I was out throwing in that field. And one of the things that he said is that he could not believe the increase in power, and he was right. My furthest throw today was just over 400 feet. That is the furthest I have ever thrown. My average throws were 150 feet further than my normal average throws. With a distance driver, I was getting it out there at about 360. Pretty steady. I usually hit right between 320 and stretched all the way out to 360, and then I had that one throw out past 400. I want to think it was right at 412. So, you know, just getting out and just getting out of your head and flinging that thing. I like that, it rhymes. Fling that thing. Anyway, I tell you what, it'll definitely get you out of your head. You're throwing for power, you're throwing for distance, and you're not thinking about anything else but your form and just getting that thing out of your hand as hard and as quick as you can. Best thing I could have done, went back to the holes that I played and just did so much better. It was just great to get out and throw that, you know, about as hard as I could. I'm still a little terrified to give it everything, because I'm afraid it's going to go 90 degrees in the opposite direction, or, you know, 90 degrees from the way I want it to go, and end up in a bad spot where I can't get it again. So, you know, I'll get over that real quick as long as I keep learning that control. I've been working on my forehand, and that's coming along pretty well. What's funny is when I first started playing with my son, my forehand was my go-to shot. I mean, it was the way I threw the furthest. It was the way I threw the most accurate. And in learning the proper way to do things, I actually kind of lost it. So it happens, and, you know, I'd rather have good form and be accurate than more powerful and, you know, kind of all over the place. So that's my check-in for today. We're probably not going to post this today. It's Monday. We'll probably post this after we get a little bit more stuff in. We're in the process of getting a good camera that we can actually put up on a tripod and video while I'm throwing and while we're out playing. Actually get some good video in, rather than just me telling you what it is. You can actually see some of it, because obviously I can't take pictures of myself. It's kind of hard when I'm, you know, throwing things. Last thing I want to do is accidentally throw my phone. That'd be bad. Anyway, this is Disc Viking, signing off. Hey everybody, it's Disc Viking, and we are back out here at Ty-F Cunningham at Mitch Park in Edmond, Oklahoma. We're a week and a half away from the next tournament, and we're just going to start working on our shot variation and which discs we're going to use where today. So we're going to keep a little score. I think I'm going to score my worst shots. That way I have a real read on what could go wrong. Now, being a positive person, that's the opposite of what I usually like to do, which is, hey, assume the best in every hole. And that's what you got to do. At least that's what I do. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Disc Viking YouTube channel. I am Frank the Disc Viking. I am truly sorry for the lack of updates this week. My wonderful camera woman has been kind of down and out. So some of the things that happened, I got my 2 packages from Dynamic Discs, my 10 putters, got my basket, and I've been out throwing at least 100 putts every day, if not more. We're headed out right now back over to Ty F. Cunningham, and we got a tournament coming up a week from today. And I came out here on Wednesday and shot a putters only round, and that putters only round actually went really well. I shot 12 over, but I got a birdie. And on my birdie hole, I literally missed an ace. It hit the chains. It hit the chains. How do you have that? It's just terrible. But you know what? It is what it is. I was very happy with the birdie, especially because it hit the chains and it bounced into some trees and some shrubs and some brush, and I was actually throwing out of that brushy area, and was going to be happy if I landed it at the foot of the basket. It ended up going in, so I was pretty happy. I tell you what, a lot of people have told me, Frank, go out and do putter only rounds. Go out and do putter only rounds. You're going to learn more control. You're going to learn to control your speed. You're going to learn to control the disc. You're going to learn how to shape the disc. And it's really worked. Today I'm actually going to do a mid-range and putter only round. Most mid-ranges will throw more like a putter, with a little bit more fade and a little bit more turn, depending on what disc you're using. So that's what we're going to do today, and then we'll work the fairway and drivers back in here pretty quick. Hey, I'm going to sign off for a second. There is something going on. We've got the police blocking the road. So I'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Hey, so luckily the police weren't blocking the road to catch me. Thank God. You know, I've given up driving 50 over the speed limit. So, you know, I'm a little older now, a little wiser. But in Oklahoma and Texas, there is like this unwritten rule, and I learned it the hard way one day, that if you see a funeral procession, you pull over, you turn on your hazards, and pay your respects as the funeral procession goes by. So we moved to Oklahoma 10, 11, 12 years ago, and I'm driving down this 4-lane with a center turnout, speed limit is 65, and I'm buzzing on down the road. Well, across the road, going the opposite direction, is a funeral procession. Everybody's got their lights on, and you know how funeral processions are. Yeah, I had people flipping me off. I had people yelling at me to pull over, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Well, I get to where I was headed, and it was to a friend's house, and I said, what the crap is up with that? Why am I getting flipped off for driving down the road? And he goes, you're supposed to pull over for funeral processions, stupid. Well, now I know, and I do. But again, that's why they were blocking the road. At least they weren't after me. I'm happy about that. So today we're back out at Ty F. Cunningham. Just like I said, we're going to do a mid-ranges and putters only round. I wish I would have listened to everyone a little bit sooner about doing putter only rounds. Really does help your control, your speed control, your release. It's just a good thing to do. If you haven't played a putter round in a long while, I don't care if you're beginning like me or you are, you know, Brody Smith or Paul, play a putter round. You know, these guys do. I just actually watched a deal yesterday, so 2 days after my putter round, and it was Paul doing a full putter round, and I was like, well, at least, you know, I'm following good company. So today we're going to work a little bit more on some control issues and some release issues and speed control, a lot of speed control, because I'm really trying to overthrow some of my discs and I'm really underthrowing others. So we're just going to learn that control today and see where it ends up. So one of the things I've learned in my weeks of experience is that tournament play is beyond slower than regular play. So what I've done today is I've intentionally gotten behind a group of 8 to kind of simulate that situation with the slower play, and that way I'm kind of used to keeping my head in the right place and just taking my time and examining each shot long before I do it. So this was a good idea for me. I'm typically waiting 5, maybe 10 minutes per hole. So, and I'm playing single, so I'm just running right through these. Anyway, we're doing good so far. We've only got 2 bogeys, we've got a birdie and a couple of pars. So here we are through the first 9, and I'm only 4 over, which is my best front 9 on this course ever. Again, we're just playing with mid-range and putters today and just seeing how that'll work out and how these mid-ranges fly. I got a couple of new ones. I've got an EMAC Truth and a regular Truth, and I picked up I got a new Fuse. So we're giving those a try and seeing how they're working, and so far they are working really fantastic. So let's play the back 9 and see what happens. You have no idea how hard it is to be quiet right now. Holy shit. I just got my first ace. I just got my first ace. So, finished at +9, got my first ace, and I'm one happy disc Viking. I mean, what else can you say? This is friggin' awesome. I got to tell you about this shot, because it was like, when it left my hand, I thought it was the worst thing I ever did. And I intended to throw up and over a group of bushes on the right side and give it some real strong anhyzer. And when I threw it, I thought I completely overthrew it. And I mean, this thing is skying. It's gone. And I'm like, this is going to hit the ground. It's going to roll friggin' 50 feet when it hits the ground. It was just so laid over. And when it came in, it left my hand, went up, 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 leveled out, cruised a little bit, and then just banked in left, I mean like this. And I'm going, that's getting close. That's really close. That's really close. Ching! Wah! I got told to be quiet because I guess I interrupted some guy's putting. I couldn't care less. I mean, I'm sorry, etiquette and all, but you know what? I just got an ace. I got an ace. My very first. I am so friggin' happy and excited right now. I could have triple bogeyed every hole today and still come out as happy as a pig in crap because I got an ace. And it was a beautiful ace. Oh my God, it was just, it could not have hit the chains and dropped into the basket any more perfect than it did. I did it with my Fuse. It was fantastic. It was just totally fantastic. Best feeling ever. I now know how these guys feel when they actually hit an ace. It's awesome. So anyway, hey, this is Disc Viking. We're going to get home, get this thing loaded up, and get it out to you. This is Disc Viking, signing off.